Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today, we're taking a closer look at something, well, maybe a bit specific, but really crucial in a lot of industries. Jet-Lube EZY-TURN, #3 plug-and gate valve sealant.
Right.
We've got some good info here based on a FAQ and an overview of the whole EZY-TURN line, both from peenergy.com.
Okay.
And our goal today is really to figure out why this sealant gets called out as, a key solution, especially if you want to get up to speed quickly on reliable industrial products.
Makes sense. What caught your eye initially?
Well, it was this claim, really, that EZY-TURN #3 is the go-to choice, specifically for pipelines, compressor stations, basically anywhere dealing with light hydrocarbon liquids and gases, all because of its exceptional sealant properties.
Yeah, that's a strong statement. When you see something singled out like that for critical infrastructure, you want to know why. What's special about it?
Exactly.
So let's start with where it's meant to be used. Light hydrocarbons, pipelines, compressor stations, that seems clear. But it sounds like it goes beyond just that.
It does, yeah. I was actually a bit surprised. Oil and gas, obviously, but also utilities, heavy industry, manufacturing.
Really? Manufacturing, too?
Yeah. It seems like anyone using plug-and-gate valves for these kinds of fluids might find it useful. And maybe we should clarify, plug-and-gate valves, they're essentially the on-off taps in these big systems, right?
Yeah.
So the seal is absolutely critical.
Absolutely critical. No leaks allowed. And what about this mention of compatibility with multifunctional valve types? What's the significance there?
Good question.
Well, that points to versatility, doesn't it? If you have a plant with, say, several different valve designs,
Oh, okay.
using one sealant that works across them simplifies everything. Your inventory, your maintenance training.
Right, less stuff to sock, less complexity for the crews. Makes sense. And these places, they're often dealing with serious pressure.
Oh, definitely. High-pressure environments are standard. The FAQ specifically mentions its suitability there. Why does that matter so much?
Well, it's not like tightening a faucet at home, is it? The forces are huge. A sealant has to hold up, otherwise disaster.
Yeah.
So the fact that EZY-TURN #3 is built for that pressure is fundamental.
It's a baseline requirement, really.
And then there's sour gas. It says it can handle sour gas applications.
Yeah.
Now, for someone not in the field, sour gas probably doesn't ring a bell. What makes that tough for a sealant?
That's a great point. Sour gas means hydrogen sulfide, H2S. And that stuff is nasty. It's very corrosive.
Erosive, okay.
Yeah, it can eat away at materials, degrade seals, lead to failures, and, frankly, dangerous situations. So if this sealant can stand up to that, it says a lot about its chemical resilience.
So it's engineered for those really harsh, specific challenges.
Exactly. And it's not just the stuff inside the pipe. The outside environment matters, too. Offshore applications were mentioned.
Offshore. Yeah, that's a whole different level of harsh, isn't it?
Totally. You've got saltwater corrosion constantly, wild weather, temperature fluctuation. So being suitable for offshore, that speaks volumes about its physical toughness and resistance to just environmental breakdown.
Okay, so it's clearly built tough for tough jobs. But let's get back to those exceptional sealant properties. What actually makes it better than, say, other options?
The sources point to a couple of key things. Superior adhesion. It sticks really well to the valve surfaces, and crucially, high resistance to the hydrocarbons themselves.
Right.
Think about it. If it doesn't stick well, pressure can just push it out. And if the fluid itself breaks down the sealant material over time, well, your seal isn't going to last. EZY-TURN #3 apparently excels at both.
So it forms a stronger, longer-lasting barrier.
That's the idea, compared to sealants perhaps more vulnerable to those issues.
And what about temperature? It seems to handle extremes. Yeah. The FAQ talks about low temps, like for cold climates.
Yeah, that's critical. In the cold, some materials get brittle, they lose flexibility, they crack.
Which means leaks.
Exactly. This sealant is formulated to stay pliable, stay effective, even when it's freezing. But it's not just for the cold. It's also built for high-temperature resilience.
So a wide operating range.
A very wide range, it seems. They even mention specific formulations tailored for cold climates, but the #3 itself seems quite versatile temperature-wise. That reduces the need to swap sealants depending on the season or the specific process temp.
Okay, that's a definite plus. What about moisture? Humidity. Does that cause problems?
Apparently not. The docs say it maintains stability and effectiveness even in high humidity. It resists water getting in.
Which is important because some materials can swell or degrade if they absorb water, right?
Precisely. They lose their grip, basically. EZY-TURN #3 is designed against that, and its chemical resistance isn't just limited to hydrocarbons. It holds up against other industrial chemicals, too.
Okay, tough, reliable, versatile. But what about the practical side? For the technicians, the people actually applying it, is it easy to work with?
That seems to be a big focus, actually. User-friendly design, no special tools needed for application.
That's good. Simplifies things.
Reduces training time, reduces the chance of someone applying it wrong, and a really key point, no curing time.
No curing time. So you apply it, and the valve is ready to go.
Immediately. Put it back into service right away.
Yeah.
Think about the downtime that saves.
Huge. Downtime is expensive.
Absolutely. And there's another potential benefit mentioned. It might actually make the valves easier to operate.
How so?
By reducing friction inside the valve. Less friction means less force, less torque needed to turn it open or closed.
Easier on the equipment, easier on the operator.
Could even extend the life of the valve components by reducing that wear and tear. Plus, in an emergency, being able to apply it quickly and get an effective seal, that's invaluable for urgent repairs.
So it's hitting the efficiency and cost side pretty hard. Less downtime, easier operation, maybe longer life for the valves.
Seems that way.
Okay, but what about safety and environment? That's always a major concern now.
Rightly so. The sources do touch on this. They state it uses non-toxic ingredients, which points towards environmental responsibility.
Good.
And it meets various industry standards. That's important for compliance, obviously, but it also acts as a guarantee of certain performance and safety levels across different sectors like oil and gas or manufacturing.
And applying it is safe.
As long as you follow standard handling and hygiene procedures, yes. Nothing out of the ordinary required there.
Okay, so let's say someone listening thinks, right, this sounds like what I need. Where do they get it? PEEnergy.com seems to be the main hub.
Yes, PEEnergy.com is presented as the primary source. They talk about competitive wholesale pricing, having a large inventory ready for industrial needs.
So they cater specifically to businesses.
Looks like it. And they emphasize having expert customer service available, which is a plus for technical products like this. They offer different quantity options, too, from small jobs to big projects.
And getting it ordered and shipped sounds straightforward.
They claim an efficient supply chain for quick fulfillment, flexible shipping options, and a dedicated support team for any questions or troubleshooting.
What about technical info, like data sheets?
Available online, apparently. You can access detailed product data sheets, which is crucial for engineers making decisions. They also have a sales team for personalized wholesale help.
And you don't need special training to use it, but help is there if you need it.
That's the message. Easy application, but support is available via customer service if you have questions. So PEEnergy seems positioned as a full-service provider for this product line.
Makes sense. Now, the sources also hint at why EZY-TURN #3 might be considered, superior to competitors.
Yeah.
What are the main arguments there?
It boils down to a few things. The advanced formulation we've discussed, its proven resilience under extreme conditions, temperature, pressure, chemicals, and its wide compatibility with different industrial systems.
So reliability and performance under pressure.
Exactly. Precision, reliability, proven track record. Those are the key selling points for procurement managers and engineers choosing it over other options.
Now, is EZY-TURN #3 the only sealant like this they have? I think the overview mentioned others.
That's right. It's part of a larger family, which is interesting. They briefly mention others to show the range. There's EZY-TURN POLAR, specifically for Arctic conditions, prevents freezing.
Okay, super specialized.
Then EZY-TURN H2S, again, zeroing in on those high hydrogen sulfide environments we talked about, focusing on protection and sustainability. There's also EZY-TURN #7, which is highlighted for maximum hydrocarbon resistance, but specifically in ball valves, which have slightly different needs.
Right. Different valve type.
And then they mention EZY-TURN and #196 and #8 as part of their sort of elite range for really robust sealing.
Yeah.
So yeah, they have tailored options.
Good to know there's a whole system, not just one product.
Yeah.
Okay, nearly done. Any specific advice on storage or compatibility checks?
Standard stuff, mostly.
No.
Store it in a cool, dry place to keep it performing well and maximize shelf life. Keep it out of the sun, away from temperature extremes.
Makes sense.
Compatibility-wise, they say it works with most common valve materials, which is great for easy integration. But, as always, best practice is check the data sheet or talk to their technical team if you have any specific concerns about the materials in your system or if you're using it with other chemicals or products, just to be absolutely sure.
Good advice. Always double-check specifics. Okay, so let's try and wrap this up. Jet-Lube EZY-TURN #3 really does seem like a highly capable, versatile sealant. It's engineered specifically for demanding industrial situations, hydrocarbons, extreme temps, high pressure.
Right.
It offers clear benefits in performance, reliability, ease of use, safety, And it seems like PEEnergy.com provides solid support and access.
And potentially saves money in the long run through less downtime and maintenance.
Exactly. It's not just plugging a leak. It's contributing to overall operational efficiency and safety.
A well-rounded solution for those specific needs.
So thinking about that emphasis on durability, on reduced maintenance, here's something to ponder. If you take a more proactive approach to choosing your sealant, like using something engineered like EZY-TURN #3, how could that fundamentally change your long-term operational planning? Not just maintenance schedules, but how you allocate resources, your overall strategy.
That's a really interesting question, thinking beyond just the immediate fix.
Definitely food for thought. Thanks for taking this deep dive with us today.